my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, oh, my Lord. Ah, all praise due to the Fahrenheit schlag. It is the schlangs that brings us here together. All praise due to the Fahrenheit schlags. For it is the schlags that brings us purpose. It's the Fahrenheit, 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 Fahrenheit. I'm your host, First Degree the D, the corner where the intellectuals gather. Dom was in the building first. Dom, may the schlangs be with you. May all that you want, may all that you see, may all that you desire come through fruition with your belief in the schlangs. Invest in the schlangs, stand out in the schlangs. Dom, Alexander, stand out in the schlangs. Invest in the schlangs, stand out in the schlangs. May the schlangs be with you. Thank you. We got a lot to go over today on the Fahrenheit. We gonna dab in some current events. The world is getting crazier and crazier. Shots outside the ABC TV station shooting inside the ABC station today. We got Carlos, we got Duck, Julio, Stank. Let's do this. We're gonna talk a little current events, okay? Sacramento has a secret underground city. I don't know if folks know Sacramento got a secret underground city. We're gonna dip into that. Okay, we're gonna dip into it. It's kind of mysterious when I found out about it. Want to share it. Okay? And then we're gonna talk the 30-year anniversary of one of my favorite albums ever birthed off, yo. Digital Underground, Future Rhythm. Now, one of those songs on the album, Future Rhythm, made in 1996. Okay, made in 1996. There was a song, the title track called Future Rhythm, where he was predicting all kind of stuff in the future. We gonna dissect that. That, raps, and more of raps. It's the Fahrenheit. A message from the schlangs. I am grounded and secure thanks to the schlangs. I embrace my creativity and passion thanks to the schlangs. I express my truth and communicate clearly and passionately thanks to the schlangs. I radiate love and positivity thanks to the schlangs. I connect deeply with my intuition and my higher self via my third eye thanks to the schlangs. I am open to spiritual enlightenment through myself, others, and a higher frequency we call God. Thanks to the schlangs. I release negativity and invite positivity. Thanks to the schlangs. I trust the flow of energy of myself from myself and those around me. Thanks to the schlangs. I am aligned with purpose and authenticity. I am aligned with purpose and authenticity. Purpose is above money, above everything. You have purpose and everything you want will come to you. Purpose and authenticity. I saved this one for last. Okay, I saved this one for last. You already know how I feel about purpose. Okay, we've talked about purpose on many of episodes, but authenticity, I keep telling you, if you are watching this now, if you bumping this here, it means you more sharp than your neighbor and peer. So if you come with authenticity, meaning you be you, you are a star. You are what the world needs. I've been begging the universe to bring people like you to me, to bring us together. So if you are show authenticity, just be yourself. I promise you who you are. There's something in you that has brought us together. Thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. Thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. It's the Fahrenheit. I'm in the chat. In the chat. Here we go. Joseph in the building. All praise due to the Fahrenheit Schlangs. It is the Schlangs that brings us purpose. Now, quick story. Sacramento, California, the hub of the West Coast rap game, the underground's most influential of region. Okay, the underground's most influential of region has a secret underground city. During the Great Flood of 1862, Sacramento got drowned in. Sacramento at the time, Sacramento was below sea level. Any flood would just flood the joint, yo. Streets turned to rivers, businesses shut down. People realized something had to change. Leaders had an idea: raise the capital. They decided to make the underground street, the downtown streets, make them underground. Crews built giant pillars, filled it with dirt for the most part, 10, 15 feet high. Buildings were lifted on massive jacks, and what was first and second floor buildings became basements and underground tunnels. Hey, buildings became underground tunnels are still around today. The results of old street level became massive basements and hollow sidewalks. Some blocks were higher than other, but today, pieces of the hidden city still exist, yo. It's a secret under Old Sac. So what we know as Old Sacramento, which those beyond our borders, is just like a country, just a small pocket, like a western pocket of Sac. There's a whole city under it. So, soon I'm gonna take a tour down there. Okay, I'm gonna take a tour down there, and I'm gonna bring y'all. Okay, my plan is for one of the Fahrenheit hours in the future to bring y'all to Sacramento's underground city. It's the Fahrenheit. We're just searching for the truth. There's so much going on. Somebody just shot up ABC. Folks upset. Folks willing to shoot something up over what they see as rights, free speech being taken away. But I asked, how does Jimmy Kimball specifically have you pick up a gun? Have you that passionate? We, as the Schlangs, we're only passionate about what we can control, yo. I'm going deep down this rabbit hole of power. There's a class of people that just control everything. Both sides. This is just like Palpatine. It's just like the story of Palpatine, what folks know as Star Wars. There's a Republican, there's Democrat, left, right. It's all the same. It's a game. The same people control everything. The same people that control Fox own CNN. It's the same thing. Then you ask, what is the purpose? The purpose is to feed the machine. There's nothing the people in power fear more than losing their power. But do we fret? How many times have we talked about this? Do we fret? We don't love, we don't hate these people in power. We just observe. Okay? We just observe. We just observing, taking notes, because that's where we are headed. I keep telling people that if you see yourself headed into positions of power, then you will learn from these people. Mr. Fahrenheit, I'm in the chat. I could stay all day in the chat, but it slows down the show when I read the chat during the show. But burn up the chat. In the chat, I left a message. Okay? In the chat, I left a message. What is a song you want to hear the story of? Okay, today we talking about Digital Underground, so I need y'all to give me a DE track. I need y'all to give me a DE track to talk about. I'm gonna learn today. It's the Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit. One of my favorite albums, yo. One of my favorite albums. One of my favorite MCs, one of my favorite groups, Digital Underground. Give me a thumbs up in the chat for Digital Underground. Rest in peace, Shock G. That fool came out of left field with it. Give me a thumbs up, 100 or something in the chat. Shouts out to Shock G and Digital Underground. Folks don't know he spent time here in Sacramento. Folks don't know he spent time here in Sacramento. He lived here for some years. Soup Bone went over his house. Shouts out to Donna Salia Soup Bone. So many people, it's funny, and it's real chop. So many people come to Sacramento to absorb the culture. Okay, here where I live in the most diverse school district in all of America. Here in North Sacramento, man. People come to Sacramento to absorb the culture. I don't know if y'all seen an interview with Cat Williams. Okay, shouts out to Cat Williams. But he did an interview with Shannon Sharp on the Boom Boom, went viral on the Boom Boom. And everybody heard the Boom Boom and was focused on that. But part of that interview, Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp, he was talking about Sacramento. He was talking about his craft. He said he wanted to be able to go on a stage in front of a bunch of blacks and rock the crowd. So he did Oakland. He wanted to be able to be in front of a bunch of whites and rock the crowd. So he did somewhere else. I can't remember. He lived there for some years. But then, and he says specifically, yo, and this is what I be trying to tell people. Then specifically, he said, I needed to be able to get on stage and do my thing in front of a diverse audience. In front of people from dark black to light and everything in between. So he came and lived in Sacramento and was doing comedy shows here to hone his craft. And once he got here in Sacramento and honed his craft, then he felt he was ready for Hollywood. I'm going to say that again. Echo, Mozzie. Okay, Echo the Mozzies. Honed their craft here in Sacramento. Then he said he was ready for LA. Then Cat Williams became the Cat Williams. You feel me? Folks come to Sacramento to hone their craft. My boy, which I didn't meet, I regret not meeting him. But one of my favorite artists of all time, Digital Underground Shock G, lived here in Sacramento. Okay? He had an album, came out 30 years ago, fam. He had an album he did here in Sacramento that came out 30 years ago. It was called Future Rhythm. Have y'all ever heard of Digital Underground Future Rhythm? Now, I know the Humpty Hump and the Boom Boom blew up, and I love that too. But my favorite Digital Underground album is Future Rhythm. Holla at me in the chat. if you ever heard of Future Rhythm. And if you haven't, tell me that in the chat too. Tell you in the chat. In the chat. Future Rhythm, man. It wasn't their biggest album, but it was their best to me. Now, one of the songs, the title track. Okay, Dom, I'm gonna tell you. One of the songs, the title track was called Future Rhythm. Okay, and in that song, he was making a whole bunch of predictions. So I'm gonna find out what was going on in 1996. Okay, picture it. No, I said what was going on in 1996. What was going on? Clinton was a president. Hip hop, Tupac, K was popping, all eyes on me. Will Smith was before he fell off hard, cupcaking. Technology. The internet was just starting. Now, when the internet just started, yo, you had to, it was through the phone. Our phones was landlines and it was connected to our houses. Okay, phones was landlines and it was connected to our houses. Everyone would have to hang up. You'd have to plug a line to the phone and then, and you'd be on the net. Okay, AOL. So this is right when the internet just was an idea, just cracking off. DVDs just starting. DVDs just starting. Okay, so I'm gonna bust this song for you. Okay, I'm gonna bust this song. No, I don't want to see no commercial. I'm gonna bust this song for you, and I want you to listen to it. Picture yourself in 1996, and we're gonna see what came true from the song and what didn't. Wait. Clip this important. Digital Underground, Future Rhythm. With the rhythm of the future. In the future, it's gonna be a rhythm. Divine. A paradise, peace of mind vibe for every kind. Text to the sexless, dollars for the needy, power to the people, but death to the greedy. In the future, there's gonna be a new drug to keep people sleep deep on the street, strung up. It keeps you lifted longer. We be faxing freak. This is when fax machines was okay. We be faxing freaks through the internet. Hold on, I think I got 2 new females in my email. Hit 'em with the rhythm of the future. I'll be living it with you. They told me unity was not at home, but they lied. Listen to this. Okay, I'm telling you, phones were attached to our walls at the time. Okay? And the internet was just starting. Listen to this line. This is an eerie prediction of the future. They told me unity was not at home, but they lied. I seen them with my TV screen phone. There weren't even cell phones weren't even like. How did he know? How did Shakti know? They told me unity was not at home, but they lied. I seen them with my TV screen phone. Zoom. In the future, I tap through the web online, find time to program a beat the way I program the beat. Tweet the eats, neat, don't cheat. Now, ladies, speak your speech. Hella sweet, but kind of salty about in the future. Now that's what I'm talking about. Got me hard, dry, swollen, whole, and out of control. Bow to the audience, collect your chips, switch your clips, and leave the scene with the green. We give them the future in the future. Moses knows this, so he flows prophecy for the future. We making microchips in your toes. I don't think we've gotten there yet, but you never know. Microchips in your toes. And then Humpty chimes in. And the nose knows those that goes against the flow of Mother Nature. You're breaking up the show. Doop, doop. Louie, Louie, yes, we received your facts. Said to have each other's backs. With the in the future. No imitation G's flexing texts in the hood. Bravery turns streetery. 150 turns on their streetery. Warriors who blast past what they can't do. It's how we hitting in the future. In the future. We still getting lifted, the gifted, the rise. No lies from the higher ups. Shock G, I love you, man. But I think you was wrong on that one. As much as I love you, Shock G, and as much as I see you as predicting the future, the line, the gifted will rise, no lies from the higher ups. I still think we're getting all kind of lies, man. The Utah situation, I don't know what's going on with all that. I had somebody interview me today talking about 9/11, how I felt about 9/11. I had to just be truthful, yo. I had to be truthful, yo. How did that whole building turn to dust? How did the third building turn to dust? So I don't know, Shock G, man. All these politicians going to all these foreign countries and kissing walls, and I don't know what's going on. So Shock G, you lying? The gifted will rise, no lies from the higher ups. Power shifted. I think the power ain't shifted. Of the brown town, less stress and desperation in our eyes. In the future. We hit him with the rhythm of the future. Come on, baby, let me play with you. Hit him with the rhythm of the future. Come on, baby, let me play with you. Digital Underground, Future Rhythm. Please, y'all check that song out. Digital Underground, Future Rhythm. It's the fair. That's one of my favorite songs ever made, yo. I know it might sound crazy just kind of like doing it, but you got to hear it. It's the fair. Now, on the same album, yo. Wait, I'm in the chat. I can't help before I even go. I got to hit the chat. I had to chat. Oh, I'm seeing some good songs. Okay, fill up the chat with songs. I'm gonna end the show. When it's time to end the show, I'm gonna go a deep dive on one of these songs in the chat. So fill it up. I'm gonna pick the most interesting story. Okay. Now, Digital Underground had the single to this album, Future Rhythm, was called Oregano Flow. Okay, take the time in the chat. I'm addicted to the chat. Have you ever heard the song Oregano Flow? Tell me in the chat. Have you ever heard the song Oregano Flow, Digital Underground? Okay, I actually used a piece of this song in Planet Zero. Have you ever heard? Okay, let's get into it. Oregano Flow was the single. Okay, please allow me to perform it. Please allow me to perform it. Clip this is important. Digital Underground, Oregano Flow. One of my favorite songs. Again, this whole album, people talk about albums you could play from front to back. This is truly an album. This one and Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader. Two albums I can listen to. The Click album, the first one. Front to back. Clip this is important. Digital Underground, Oregano Flow. Boom, boom, a little ride below. Oh, tell me if in the chat if any part of this song sound familiar, because I already told you I used the clip on it on Planet Zero. Holla at me in the chat. Okay, score some brownie points with the slangs if you recognize anything from this song, from a DE song. Okay, clip this is important. Third time's the charm. Digital Underground, Oregano Flow. Boom, boom, a little heart belongs to you. Here, getting rye off the soup. Boom, 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 a little rye belongs to me. Top ramens, how we going with the loop? Dum, 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 a little rye belongs to you. Yeah. A dab of this, dab of that, not too heavy on the garlic. Dum, 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 a little rye belongs to me. Now everybody's funkin', but they don't know how. They wasn't down when the bull funked the cow. But the chest of the cow was vestless, so the stang from the deep thing, bang, left them breathless. Oregano flow. Don't waste your time sticking out your chest for no. Reason is the season for the lovely flow. The D, we're sick of the stress, let it go. Now follow as I slip into the butter melody. This is the part I take your heart and leave your vision blurry. So let's focus on the bride below there. So let's focus on your heart and the vision blurry. Focus on the door, and I suggest you invest in a telescope. As I come with hella rhythm to the heart alone. This day, I'm wondering if you're really happy here with this lonely G game we play. Ding, 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 a little rock belongs to you. Getting right off the soup. Ding, 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 a little rock belongs to you. Wait. Top ramens, how we coming with the loop. Sting, ding, ding, a little rock belongs to you. A dab of this, dab of that, not too heavy on the garlic. Ding, sting, sting, a little rock belongs to you. With just a touch of oregano. All right, I'm in the chat. Have you ever heard me lift something from that song, yo? Have you ever heard me say something? Oh, snap. Y'all always know the answer. How you think that make me feel when y'all always know the answer? It makes me fight and think about y'all all day and fight for this and do what I can to try to connect us and move us forward. Joseph Ross, Julio, they are right. Time. Just a little snippet of it, but they found it. Sting, 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 a little rock belongs to you. Yeah. Sting, ding, 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 sting, a little rock belongs to me. So y'all, please, if you take something from this episode, check out Digital Under. I'm gonna put it. No, you guys. I'm gonna put it in chat. Digital Underground, Oregano Flow, and Future Rhythm. I'm gonna spell something wrong. I'm trying to type fast, but I put it in the chat. Y'all check out those two songs. That's gonna be the songs of a Friday. It's the fair. I love it when we're together, man. All right, I love it when we're together. I'm in the chat. The champion on fire. Don't be my pleasure. Best keep it. Yeah. Best keep it. Ooh, Gangsta Slider. That's a good song, Gangsta Slider. Lynch is on it. Shouts out to Brotha Lynch, huh? I keep telling you, all half breed in the building, chopping in the building. Special things is happening, man. Brotha Lynch hung Funk Beta, first degree to DE. And a couple of days ago, we was working on the first degree to DE song. Now, this is what I got from you guys, okay? This is the feeling after going over the notes. Okay, just to catch people up, you didn't get. Funk Beta gave us the most hottest of beatest, absurdist genius. So I brought it to the show. We worked on it on the Funk Beta show. I brought it to the Fahrenheit Hour, and we were all writing it together. I went over the notes, and there's a common theme throughout the notes. There's a common theme throughout the notes of us writing our song. Y'all want a song for us, a slang song. My gatherings from the notes is that you guys want a slang song just for us. And I can oblige with a touch of Robo-D. Y'all want a slang's anthem. So we're going to turn that song into a slang's anthem. Okay? I'm going to use your words. I'm going to use my words. I'm going to use words from the slangs, yo. But that was a good episode. That was really fun making that song with y'all. So we're going to keep working on that. Next week, we're going to work more on that. But the next song we got to work on is this Brotha Lynch First Degree the DE song. The next song we got to work on together. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, yo. Maybe we do it tomorrow. Tune in to tomorrow's episode. We're working on the Brotha Lynch First Degree song. Now, if you tuned into the last episode of the Funk Beta show, you've already heard the song. I repeat, if you tuned into the last Funk Beta show, you've already heard the Brotha Lynch song with a big gap at the end. The big gap is first degree the D, and first degree the DE is me, but it's also you. Ooh. First degree the DE is me, but it's also you. Ooh. Feel me? So tomorrow we'll work on that. So tune in tomorrow on the Fair. Now, before we move on, I want to do one song tonight from the DE catalog, yo. I want to do one song tonight from the DE catalog, yo. Dedicate this to Dom, okay? Dedicated to you, Dom. Now, we talk a lot about power. We talk about observing those in power, not connecting emotions to their plight, where they're just doing their best and they're trying to gain power. Everyone's trying, all these societies are trying to gain power. They use words, they use propaganda. The depth of the propaganda is mind blowing. The depth of the propaganda by these groups goes back centuries. We are emotionless. We were born into this, but I'll tell you one thing, as we gather, we will rise. We will rise. Our emotionless learning status will allow us to rise. Staying connected will allow us to rise. Now, I made a song. It's what's called a parody. Okay? I made a song, it's called a parody of the rise of power. Okay? I made a song many moons ago about the rise of power called I Don't Want to Kill Younglings. Okay? I made a parody about the rise of power. Okay? Referencing Star Wars. Okay? There's a moment in Star Wars where Anakin Skywalker turned to the dark side and his last mission was he had to do was kill all the young Jedis. So it was a decision. I would like to perform that song for you. Clip this, just important. First degree the D. I don't want to kill younglings. Dear Lord, may these raps I spew bring power to the Fahrenheit schlangs and those that follow. And with that power, we will lead the people and serve your will. I don't want to kill younglings. 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 I don't want to kill a youngling. I don't want to kill a youngling. I refuse to kill a youngling. Run, youngling, run. 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 Run, 'cause he's after the power. Run, youngling, run. Run, youngling, run. Run, youngling, run. 'Cause he's showing no mercy. 'Cause he's showing no mercy. 'Cause I'm showing no mercy. 'Cause I'm showing no mercy. First degree to be. It's the fair. Never performed that live. I was going to do that at a show once, but I backed out. But thanks to the I can be my authentic self. I'm not trying to perform and entertain strangers. I'm in front of family. I'm in front of Fahrenheit family. I could truly be myself, perform a song. I've always wanted to do that song, so thank you very much. It's the fair. Now, at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the broadcast, I asked you to give me a story, a song you want to hear the story of, yo. I asked you to tell me, so I'm in the chat. I'm gonna find something. Now, we talked about Simon. That was a good one. I'd even perform now when I explain the whole song. Dominic, give me a song, yo. I'm a thief. Ooh. Young Joker, that was my first song. That was my first song in the studio, yo. That was my first song. I mean, I did a demo, I did some other song, but that was the first one that I knew that was gonna be something. Shouts out to that one, man. Dead Man Walking. I was the first person to remix a Brotha Lynch song, yo. I was the first person to remix a Brotha Lynch song. I had to do it just to see if I could flip like him. I had to do it, go in on Season of the Sick just to see if I could do it. But now too many people are doing his songs, man. Real child. I was just talking to Lynch a couple of days ago about this, man. A lot of people doing this song, so let's cool down on the Lynch remix. He doesn't like it as much. I Am Not Welcome Here. Have I done that song? Look what you got. I would love to do that song and explain that song. That would be a whole episode, man. I can't remember if I've done it, though. I know this to be true. Can you tell me in the chat if I've ever done I am not welcome here. Dang. Okay, Stank. Yeah, tell me in the chat if I don't think I ever had. That's a real life story that comes with that song. And it involves a knife. It's a real life story and it involves being chased, DE getting chased by a knife with a knife by a 60-year-old woman. Okay, on the next that's a whole episode. I cannot explain that one today. That's a whole episode. I'm gonna write and I'll perform it. I am not welcome. And what was the other thing? Oh, we gonna write the Lynch song. Oh, tomorrow's episode is gonna be fire too. Okay, got it. Give me another song. Homie got locked up. So like I said, man in the place. I rap with Smoothie. Hood and fools say what the hell. Yet young white girls spin the dove to chase our tail. I'm so damn real, sometimes I get punished for it. That's one of my favorite songs too. Same song, Julio. All around the world the same song. All around the world is the same song. If anyone knows, this was Tupac's first song, okay? Digital Underground discovered Tupac. I should have said that in the intro. All around the world is the same song. I came to the same song. Same song. That's a good song too. I came to the party. Same song. All life without reason. Julio, that's another good one. Life without reason. Bad Biddy. Carlos. I don't know if you've seen the video. I wish I had a good copy of that video, man. But this was the wild D. I'm gonna tell the Bad Biddy video story. So if you see the Bad Biddy video, there's probably about 50 girls in that story, in that video, right? I just went to Berkeley's campus with a camera and a CD player as a stranger. I just went to Berkeley's campus, UC Berkeley, shout out to UC Berkeley, said, this song, I'm shooting a video, dance, do something, entertain the world. Man, that was the funniest video, man. I just went up there by myself. Yo, that's what I'm saying. So many of my adventures just come just throwing myself in these situations by myself and just, I'm here, what am I gonna do? Sometimes I'm worried, not scared, but just like anxious. But sometimes you just gotta do it, man. Like Louisville. Shouts out to Buckshot. He was a voice on the phone. We became friends, yo. And I learned all about the Midwest. And now it's crazy. I look at the stats. I keep telling you all about the stats of who we are and where we are. For some reason, Chicago, Illinois, shouts out to my boy Jamie. Chicago, Illinois is number one. I didn't even know folks was from Chicago watching and listening to the slangs. Now they number one. So shouts out to Chicago. Shouts out to everybody watching that's from Chicago, listening to the DE raps. Live strong. I see you. To Portland. Ever since we told the story about the giant cranes in Portland, yo. And that's real chop. For some reason, since I told the story about the giant cranes in Portland. Portland's been in the top 5 on both the show and bumping the Fahrenheit Schlangs. Shouts out to the 503. Sacramento. And San Diego. I think that's Twisted Insane has been dipping. He's got influence all up and down the coast. He got a lot of influence in San Diego. I think that's on him. San Diego is number 3. They watching and bumping it. So we got new cities that's popped in the top 5. We are everywhere and we are nowhere. I love it, man. So shouts out to those cities, man. All right, I'm in the chat. Torturing women. You'll have to call back. I'm downstairs. Torturing women. You'll have to call back. That song was just about a hurt man who took his hurt out on women. You'll have to call back. Oh, Ride Through. I did not have a car. I had sold my car, yo, and I spent a year on a bike. I repeat, everything I needed was in distance. I wanted to get in shape. I purposely spent a year on a bike. I'd ride the bike to get groceries, ride the bike to work. So I made that song Ride Through. I made all kind of songs about a bike because I was living on the bike. My number 1 bike song was Security Unbreach. My number 1 bike riding song was Security Unbreach. Yeah, it's a good, man. Good chat. Man, Celebrate You. That was after a tour, a couple of shows. I went to Spokane, Washington, Seattle, Washington, Port Orchard, Washington. Then I made Man Celebrate You. Insane. Dang. Send That Jackal to Die. A lot of these songs was messages to myself. War on Jay. Have y'all ever heard of War on Jay? That's a war on myself, yo. War on Jay is a diss song to myself. Some of these DE raps are diss songs to myself to keep myself in line, yo, to serve as reminders. Lessons I learned, I send out the lesson, I compartmentalize the lesson, figure out what's getting did, and give it to you, and kind of shame myself. A lot of that is, ooh, outlaw. Outlaw, outlaw. Outlaw, 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 outlaw. That was a good song. Outlaw, outlaw. Ooh, 9 to 5. How do you know about that? That was 9 to 5 is my very first studio rap song. Like independent me. Had my family on there, 9 to 5. If you can find that, that is my first studio rap song. I mentioned I'm a Thief was my first, like, when I was on a label, big studio, but my first studio experience was 9 to 5. Matter of fact, guess where I made 9 to 5? Stop yourself, Michael. You're showing them that everything isn't connected. I made 9 to 5. Now, this is before, y'all knew who X-Rated, before all of it. I made 9 to 5 in the same studio Season of the Sickness was made in. Yo, I made, and I had, that was my first time hearing of it because they was like working on it. I made 9 to 5. Well, they weren't working on that, but they were working in that studio. In the same studio, they made Season of the Sick in harmonic. Shouts out to them. Okay, shouts out to them. Well, me and Smooth make projects. I don't know. He's a Hollywood actor now. I don't know what he's been in, but he's down in Hollywood. The slang cometh, stand by me. Oh, the slang cometh. But yeah, that reminds me, this new song we make into the classic funk beta beat, it's absurd and genius. I'm sensing y'all want a Schlang's anthem. So I'm gonna put my I'm gonna take your notes and make a Schlang's anthem. Mr. Brooks in the building. We good, man. We a good crew. We a good crew. Taking one last look. Tomorrow, yo, we writing. We gonna at least brainstorm and do the same thing we did last time. Just come up with some ideas for this Brotha Lynch First Degree song. And we gonna dissect I Am Not Welcome Here, the craziest story, yo. I don't know how much of it I can tell, but I'm gonna tell as much of it that I can tell, yo. Say it with your boy. All praise due to the Fahrenheit Schlang. It is the Schlangs that brings us here together. All praise due to the Fahrenheit Schlangs. It is the Schlangs that brings us purpose. Meet me back here tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Same Fahrenheit station. Same Fahrenheit. Peace, crew.